Turn 24. We're getting there. Alright, it is the evening of February 25th. And we have an HQ phase. We'll also, no, we won't have any culling yet. That happens only in the morning. So we've got no landings. So we skip the amphibious phase. The next thing that's coming up really is we just landed our 9th Regiment. So the next thing is just game 30. We get 5 more points of 3rd Division Artillery. So why am I at 10 on 3rd Division Artillery? I shouldn't be. What happened there? Huh. I brought them in. I don't know. I have myself marked as 10 points of 3rd Division Artillery. Should be at 5. I've used 4. So actually I think I've used 5 because I used an extra point on another hit. So that's my bad. I'll just say I used all my 3rd Division Artillery. That just means I can't smack any of the other guys. Actually, did I? Doesn't matter. I'll just mark it off. So HQ phase, we can move these down. Our command post markers. 3 of them are already at maximum, 21st, 24th, and 25th. And then we got the newbies that we brought the 5th Division back in, and we got the 1 and the 4th that we moved. So let's see what we need to do. We can't give any replacement points except in the morning. So it's just all about garrisoning right now. Do I have any other garrisons I can do? And do I have anybody that I want to pull off? I pulled them off. I pulled all the 4th Division off that I can from on the previous, at the end of the previous action phase. So I think we're kind of tight there. So it's just garrisoning. So the 27th, 28th, and 28th, the 5th Division, they're all still at 2 range. So I don't know that there's any more that can be garrisoned. That black position is in field of fire of yellow, so it can't be garrisoned. What did I have up here? Nothing, I don't think. I've got this black position here, but that is within 3 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's too far away from this. And I'm going to have to pick this guy up and move him soon as his division's spreading out there. So I don't think there's any garrisons I can do at the moment. I've got the rest of my command posts down here, the 24th and 25th. And then the 23rd is around here somewhere as well in the same vicinity. And there's nothing that I haven't already garrisoned that can be garrisoned, although no, that's still in yellow field of fire as well, so I can't garrison that purple either. Yeah, so nothing else there. Transfer units, I already said I can't do that. And yeah, so that's it for HQ. Not much of an HQ phase other than being able to move down my command post markers. Right. Okay. Looking around here, I think these guys I was supposed to be able to pull their disruption. No, I just disrupted these guys in the. I think I just put the wrong color up. I think I was giving them yellow last turn. That just looked odd. Those guys are the guys that took the artillery disruption. Okay, so on to the first event phase. We've got it as the 25th, so we've got rain. Rain. Let's figure out what rain means. So rain is persistence. All fire ranges and field of fire reduced to 1 hex. Okay, that could be good for us, but it also limits if we want to bring in anyone from 2 hexes away. Artillery and naval gunfire not affected. Okay. No airstrikes allowed. Makes sense. I very rarely use the airstrikes anyway. All movement allowances are reduced to 2 hexes. Okay. Tanks may not use road movement. I don't know what that means. Does that mean they can't move on roads because they're too muddy? Or they just don't get... I don't know. Well... Alright, so field of fire reduced to 1 hex. So that will benefit us here if yellow's drawn. May benefit us up there if purple's drawn. I don't know. But it's also... I don't know that there's any that I was going to attack where I would need... Well, this guy up here, I probably can't hit that guy as effectively as I wanted to. And if purple gets drawn, then these guys might get hit and disrupted. In which case, I couldn't attack them at all anyway. So, is what it is. So... Alright, well, that is my event. Now we go to the fire phase. I got yellow and I got purple. Alright, well, yellow is just a tank. They're armored, but they can't fire more than 1 hex, so they can't hit anything anyway. And there's no other yellow positions that are within firing range, so boom, that's it. Red, okay, red is machine gun, but if they can't fire more than 1 hex away, I would think that trumps the M action, which I don't know that I have any red that are really in range anyway. Ooh, it's a good thing I have control over this, because otherwise this position I don't have occupied and it could muster. With that M action, but I don't see any reds where they could reach out, because these guys only have 1 field of fire anyway because of the bluffs and everything. This guy would, so he would technically be able to reach over here, but that's just tank, so it wouldn't be able to do anything anyway. So yeah, alright, so machine gun is nothing. What are my other M actions? Mortar fire. Mortar considered artillery. I guess it could be. Doesn't matter because these guys don't get hit. There's nothing else within 3 hexes, so what about this one here? Could do. That one's not mortar. That one's not mortar. It doesn't have artillery, so they wouldn't do mortar fire. Or wait, I guess that's just A artillery, so mortar fire, they could still do it. So rain doesn't affect artillery. I guess that includes mortar. I don't know. So do I have any circles here? I do. I have a circle. So that means this poor sap takes a hit from mortar fire from that group there. It's my NCO, so he can undisrupt this guy anyway. So I'm just going to leave him undisrupted. That's a bummer. No other reds. Alright, so then we have muster, where I believe that guy up there, I'll take a unit and a depth marker, regular depth. I wonder where all my tanks are. Not that I really want to know. Alright, so but with muster they don't fire. That just means there's a unit now in that hex. It's not horrible though, because I can approach him, and because he's in rocky terrain, it's not an automatic hit, but because he's in rocky terrain, that means his strength is doubled, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and look at that rocky terrain US unit. Okay, so now my strength is halved, which is different than their being doubled, but that just means I gotta bring in a lot of strength, but I can approach him. Any other reds within 3? These guys are already occupied, those are already occupied. So that's it. That's it. So that's it for red. And then a purple will be assault or artillery and potentially ambush. So we have this guy here. He does not have artillery, so he is going to assault, which means he will fire and then jump in. So he'll hit this guy. Actually, he'll hit both of them. Yikes. So step loss on both of them. And then he'll jump in close combat. Alright. Will not turn out well. Alright, so these guys have both already taken a loss. This guy here, he's got close combat. And he's got 4 strength. Gosh. So he was going to take... He's going to take 4 cards to my 2. Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 1, 2 cards from me. I could get wiped out on this. They got 4 hits on me. These guys would both be down to 1 step. Oh, this is brutal. Okay. So I don't want to see purple. Oh, but they're in... Okay, they assault in counterattack mode. So that means I get the first hit. Well, I suppose that's one. That's small victory. And I didn't get a hit, so I don't even disrupt them. Can I use my landing symbol? That's a purple. Alright, no hits. I could withdraw. Yeah, I might want to do that. Yeah, see where it goes. Alright, I got a purple. Okay, so... Well, that's all he can do is disrupt him. Yeesh. Yeah. Alright, I should have... okay. Here we go. Alright, no. Okay, well, what happens when it's a withdrawal hit on mine? Or when I draw it with them? I don't think that means anything. I think it only means US withdrawal hit. Yeah, it doesn't matter when I draw it on theirs. Okay. So, that's 2 cards without a hit. That's 3 cards without a hit. That's 4 cards without it. Okay. Well, last turn I had one where I had 5 cards and I didn't get a hit. This one they have 4 and they didn't hit me. They hit me twice on the initial action, but... Alright. So... that means they are disrupted. I might want to naval strike their butts to try to get rid of that depth marker, but we'll see. Alright, back up here. We'll put them back in their position. Disrupted. I'm assuming that I also remain disrupted. So that might mean that I can't even barrage him. If I don't have anybody next to him that is undisrupted, I don't know that I can barrage, can I? Maybe I can. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. Alright, any other purple A's that can assault? No, and also not within 3 that can do artillery. So then we have ambush, which is disrupt 1 US unit within 3 hexes using the target symbol. Alright, well, I've got 2 purples in here within 3 hexes of here. The target symbol is a circle. That's a star. That's a diamond. So they do not get disrupted from the ambush. These guys here are too far away. I don't see any others. So that's it. Okay. So that's the fire phase. All things considered, that could have gone a lot worse with that ambush. Let's see. Black loses its disruption, which is fine. Is there anything else that would lose its disruption? That's a green position. Green didn't come up. That just got disrupted. That's a green position up there, and green didn't come up, and that's it. So, okay. Second event. 25, local Japanese counterattack. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, I just got counterattacked. What does that mean? I think I've had that before, but I can't remember what it is. Alright, local Japanese counterattack. 1 Japanese unit advances onto adjacent occupied US hex and conducts close combat. Use color priority, and you must choose the weakest US hex in terms of number of units. When finished, if the Japanese unit survives, and if it is an elite unit, it goes back to the position group it came from. Japanese unit is not elite, it is eliminated. Alright. So I have to counterattack with something adjacent. Use the color priority. So color priority would be yellow, and then red, and then green. Hey, this is that one I had come up last time on the fire phase, but I have since shuffled, obviously. So the only ones that are next to me are the green up there, the purple down there, the black right here, but he's surrounded. And then this guy right here, who's in green as well. I don't think it's going to be this guy. That doesn't make any sense. I have no reds, so it's going to be green. And I believe it's going to be this guy on that, because he is in communication. That guy up there is not, so I would have to say he is the priority. And he would ambush the weakest one, so he would hit this guy, which is 2 cards to 1. What does it matter if he's disrupted? I guess it doesn't. It's a counterattack though, so I get to go first. So, if at all possible, so he gets 2 cards because of his strength. Down here. He gets 2 cards because he's a 4 strength. He doesn't have close combat, but he gets 1 for the unit, 1 for the strength. I get 1 card total because all I have is 4 strength. Now, if I can hit him with this card, if I got a green on this card, that's it. He's gone. He does retreat because I don't have it controlled. So he would go back into the elite units box, but it would be a victory. I got a green. Oh, but I got a CC reinforce. So that negates my success. That sucks. And I don't have any more hits, so. Alright, he got a green and oh. Hey, that's like the worst part of this game. The absolute worst part of this game is that event right there. Because he gets a depth and a card. I take a hit. Green. And green. God bless it. Oh my gosh, he just got annihilated. This poor frickin' sap. And this guy gains a depth, and there's nothing I can do about it. Wow. That is no good. My only solace there is that he's surrounded by heroes up here. And hopefully I can jump in and bust his chops. Now, he is revealed now, so I know what I need to hit him. He needs demolitions, he needs bazooka and machine gun, and they are revealed. That's the key that I realized last turn, is that if the depth marker was unrevealed, then I can't eliminate both units. I can only eliminate the depth. But because they're both revealed, as long as I have all of those weapons, which I believe I do, I should be able to knock them out. Now, again, I would need to surround him first. So we'll see what I can do to try to massage this and get, if I can get a unit here, if I can spare a unit, or maybe I move this guy down here, I don't know. If I can spare a unit and move him here and attack with these two stacks, maybe I'll have enough strength to hit him. He won't be able to retreat, and then I can knock him out and they're gone completely. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not there yet. Alright, so that was the counterattack event, and that hurt really badly. But now it's my turn. Okay, so now I'm not getting ahead of myself. Now let's go ahead and see if I can do that. I can hit this guy without a problem. I'll just close combat him and hopefully get the cards. So let me try to work this out. This guy needs 5 strength. He needs bazooka machine gun demolition, which I would have with a full strength. All I need is 1 full strength unit, which my hero, my NCO here, is full strength. So he's got all of those. So all I need, if I move this guy here, he has 3 pips. Alright? I'm not putting him into too much harm's way. But he has 3 pips, and that's all I need to control this hex. These guys control this hex. So now I just need the strength. So I've got 8, 12. All I need is 15 total. So yeah, this whole stack here, I can just attack. Now this guy's supposed to be disrupted. From his firefight. Whoa. So yeah, attack from here. I've definitely got more than 15. There's no terrain bonus. I've got all of the units. I have these 2 controlled, so he's got nowhere to retreat to. So he's a goner. So in the end, that worked out because I didn't lose a unit. I lost some points. I'm going to need to use more points to heal that poor sap up once I get him off. I was able to get rid of the unit completely, where he wasn't revealed before, so it would have been harder. Alright, so let's see, can I move anyone in there? Yeah, let's do this. Let's move these 2 5th Division guys, hop them over my hero and my engineer in this stack, and hop them into here. I control this so I don't have to worry about that issue of the what do you call it, when they can refill, whatever that is. Alright, these guys moving over here. These guys will move into here. These guys one at a time moving into here. And then this guy moving back. These guys traipsing over here. Boom. Boom. And that is 26th, all moving around there. Why do I have a 25 here? Oh, that's the 4th division. Okay, that's good. Alright, so these guys are used. These guys are used. How did I get these guys over here? Oh, that's right. Alright, so he's in field of fire. I need to try to next turn pull him back. This hero is no longer in field of fire. So at the end of this phase, I should be able, at the end of this action phase, I should be able to pull most of the rest of 4th off from up here, other than, oh, this guy isn't 4th division. This guy's 5th division, so he's fine. So this is 4th, this is 4th. These guys are in field of fire of brown. Gosh, sure is a good thing brown hasn't come up. But I just used them, which is okay. I mean, this is a stack full of, you know, the officer controls them. Alright, but I'll get them back later. Okay, so all of those guys moved. Let's go ahead and hit this guy here. I'll barrage him first, just to see if I can't get him disrupted. So I only need 1 hit on him. So that is going to be a yellow. I want to see yellow come up on my barrage. We'll go with these tanks first. There's a yellow. No problem, no worries. He's disrupted. Now I'm going to jump in for an attack. And I will jump in with who? Who would be the best to jump in with? There's an HQ, a full strength unit, so they could do it with 6 points. I could move my tankies in there, take it at 14 plus a flamethrower, and that would give me 4 cards to his 2. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Knocking everything everywhere. Okay. And this is a 5th division unit, 5th division grouping too, so that'll allow me to maybe pull 4th division back once I hit him. So let's see how this works. That is what I established their color is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards for me, and 1, 2 cards for him. Right? Yeah, he's got close combat, and he's 1 unit, and his strength is 2. So, okay. So he goes first. I don't want to see a yellow. No yellow. We'll withdraw. Okay, so I just need 1 hit. Got it. Alright, so he's gone. That was easy enough. Alright, so they're in there. There's no overstack. I've got tanks in position to hit the yellows when I need to. And there we go. Now, the question is how to effectively do this. Alright, so if I take this heavy weapon and I move him here, and then I move these guys off one at a time, move them back here, and then I move my heavy weapon in here, I've still got the black position. So they'll move back here. This guy can hop through here. There is no, oh yeah, there is no bluff hex side, so he can move over here. can only move 2 because of the rain, but he's now out of field of fire. Okay, yeah, these guys are out of field of fire now. These guys are still in field of fire of yellow. So what we are going to do is move both of these guys back over here. They're going to overstack this, but I'm going to move them one at a time. Oh, they're tanks. They're not going to overstack anything. So these guys will hop over here. Tanks will stick with them. And then these guys will move over here, and no one got overstacked at all. Whoop. And I occupy that purple space. But let's see, I have these guys here. Unfortunately, that guy gets undisrupted and he's still there. I can move these 2 tanks. Yeah, let's say I move these 2 tanks down there. I move these guys just over the bluff, and they go with them. So now they're all out of the way. This poor sap here has to stay because he was disrupted. This guy's no longer disrupted. Just for the heck of it, we'll move this guy over here. This stack of hero, they are no longer in field of fire, so I could pull them off too. Whoa, whoa. So we'll do that. All right, I think we're good here. There might be a little bit more movement I can do, but oh, these guys right here, I want to get these guys out of dodge. I don't need them surrounding the black anymore, so we will move them, yeah, just up here. 1 is fine. And they're out of fire, field of fire. And then what do I have under here? I don't know that I want to move my tanks any closer. Maybe I do. Yeah, what the heck? Let's move them both here. Got my heavy weapons and my tanks there. We can move these guys down. I probably just moved them up last turn, but we'll move them here. They'll be ready and set in place with these guys. Everybody else kind of, stuck for the moment. But I think we're in good shape here to pull a bunch of 4th Division off and start getting them healed up. Okay, so the lone guy I'll have left, I think, is this poor sap here. And then the officer grouping up here that's still in brown field of fire, but that I had to use to attack this. So they'll be 1 group away, which is fine. Yeah, everybody else can come off. I think, though, I probably want to move these guys back and these guys up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That looks good for now, I think. Let's see. I took this position. There's no artillery there. Oh, I still got these up here. Alright, I can't do anything about this one now because he jumped on them and they're disrupted. So there's nothing I can do about that, but them being disrupted, I can. These guys will be undisrupted. I can start moving these guys in. 1 hex movement here. Those are the 121s. I think this was a 121 here. Yeah. So they're their buddies. These guys will move in here. It's 221. We'll reunite these two here. Move our heavy weapons over here. It'd be nice to surround that guy. But I think even disrupted, if I do 2 hex movement, I'm going to suffer some fire. So maybe I want to, keep him disrupted and surround him, move 1 more before I hit him on the next turn. My 321s. Let's see, maybe I move them around here to start positioning them to, well, these guys are going to hop over the bluff and be done, so never mind. I don't want to move them farther away from their HQ. I got to hit this guy now. And all he takes is mortar and bazooka, which I have from any number of those guys. So I just kind of have to figure out where I want to move. Oh, this guy I had flipped my 9. I should have done that during the HQ phase. Because whoever I hit this guy with can't move. That's alright. So let's hit him with this group here. It's a straight 2, needs to be tripled. Got the weapons, no big deal. This is 11. So he's just gone. And then that way these guys can step through and still be with their HQ. This HQ will move over here and occupy like everything else. I can move some tanks. So maybe I move these tanks along here. The road movement thing on the rain event confuses me. I don't know what. I'm assuming they can still move two spaces just like anybody else, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, 221s. Okay, these guys can freely occupy this. I got 221, 221, 221. Did I just take this one? Did I take that one last turn? I took that one last turn. Yeah. So I can move these guys through, stack them with them, move them up in. Okay, and then why? Alright, well I got the 21 there, so they're fine. They'll move down with their guy. Maybe jump on top of this. Good lord. Jump on top of this heavy weapon here. Over the bluff. He's ready to go. I'm going to move that guy out of there. I know he's in this position, but he's a 4th division. I'm going to pull him off anyway. And then I think that's it. And then I'm just going to pick this up. Oh, but it's only going to get 2 hex movement right now. So maybe I wait. Because everybody over there is still in command. I can get 3 movement next morning and move them over into this position here. And then I can flip them. Now I want to move them in the evening. That's the whole point. I've said this before. The key to those command posts is you move in the evening and then you can flip them during the next HQ phase in the morning. So being that he can only move 2 hinders me a little bit. But yeah, boom, boom. I mean, that really what that ends up doing is effectively subtracting for the time being, a command range. Because if you move them 3, then you flip them next turn, they still command 2 out, so they're commanding the same range as if they're 5 range out here and 2 range out here. It's the same. But if I can only move them 2 and I lose them from 5 down to 2, that effectively subtracts 1 range that they can command. But the thing is, I'm doing my best to keep my guys with their HQs who can command 1 space out anyway. So I'm not reaching with these guys. I'm slowly and methodically moving off. So the command posts really aren't doing a whole lot for me. So maybe I do that. Maybe I go ahead and move him now. Boink, boink. And then during the morning phase, I move him again. And I don't reset him until the night phase. Ugh. I mean, that's a full day without command post command. So that's the one thing that the rain event really hurt me on. Oh, come on. I'm so OCD about straightening out these stacks. I pick them up all the time and then I drop them all over the place and I make them messier than they were before. But yeah, so that's the question. I move them now. I could reset it in the morning right there, and it takes a hex away from me from command. If I move them now and then I move them again in the morning, in the long run it'll get them closer, but it subtracts a day of command, a full day of command. But I don't think it matters because I think the 21st they're all close to their HQs anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I pick him up, move him. So 21st, command range is off the board right now, as this guy is no longer a command post. He picked up and moved. It's unfortunate, but I think that's the best move. Oh, and the whole time, goodness sakes, I'm so sorry. I was so this guy here, this 21st command range was here in D1. I picked him up and moved him here. He's only going to get 2 out instead of, well, he can only move 2 because of the rain event. Hopefully, I'm not going to re-explain it. Hopefully you get what I said, even though you weren't looking at what I was pointing at. Sorry about that. So that is, I think, all I'm doing on my action phase. And I don't know how long I was pointed down, so I don't know what all I moved up there. I may have moved a bunch of the 3rd division stuff and you didn't see it. But I took the green position up there. Yeah, gosh, I don't even know. I mean, there's no way to go back and like refilm this to recapture what I missed. So yeah, that sucks. I'm a horrible filmmaker. I'm horrible. But anyway, I'm still having fun doing this, so I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, so that's everything. I've moved everything I want to move. I've moved some of the 4th division back that I can now pull off the line. The only 4th division left out there that I think is going to be left out there is this hero stack here with the officer and this poor sap down here. I think everybody else I'm going to be able to pull off, so let's do that now. Let's see. This group here is out of field of fire, so I can pull them. That's HQ. So they're off. Let's see. Oh yeah, the tanks down here. Because I can't leave on one hand it doesn't make too much sense to pull the tanks off. But on the other hand, if I leave them, they're not in command. There's nobody commanding them, so they can't really do anything, I don't think. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume I need to pull them off. This whole stack is 4s, and they are not in field of fire because I took the black position, so they're off. This whole stack here is 4s. And they are out of field of fire, so I pull them off. This whole stack here is 4s, and so I pull them off. This dude here is a 4. I'm pulling him off. Let's go ahead and turn these guys while I... Alright, only guy, I mean this guy's in danger. If I pull a yellow star, which I guess is, you know, pretty rare. So he should be able to get off and then be safe. Alright, these are the command posts for 4. I'm just going to go ahead and yank them. Where's my other 4th Division command post? Up in here somewhere. There he is. Just going to pull him off. And I think I am accomplishing my goal of doing a full switch out. Alright, up here I got this guy who's a 4th. Pull him off. These guys I can't. These guys are all 5th. What about this? These guys are disrupted. And he's a 4th. But now he is not in field of fire since I took the brown or the green, the brown-green position and the blue position. So I can pull him off as well. So he gone. And then everything else up here is 5th Division. There's nothing up here that's 4th Division. So yeah, there we go. Pulled them all the heck off. Alright, I'll set those all up there and figure out what that's going to mean for the points later. So now we do artillery. And let's see, who did I take out? I took out that brown, which is not an artillery position. This guy I had already blown up his artillery. And then this guy I didn't take. He's not artillery anyway. I took the green up there. That wasn't artillery. So unfortunately I did not take any more artillery. Now I did occupy this blue position. Nope, that's not artillery. Alright. So I haven't occupied or taken any more artillery positions. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So they're still full. So we got 7 points over here. Divided by 9 is going to be 1 stack. That gets disrupted. Who's it going to be? Somebody I don't need to advance. I guess maybe these 128s are going to be by my designated disruption stacks until such time as I can get them across. Because again, once I have everybody across, then there's nobody to barrage, there's nobody to artillerize over here. But that means I think that more points are going to go in there. So maybe I do want to just keep one grouping of units hung back there. Maybe. Alright, well that is 2nd sector. 3rd sector is divided by 10, and I have 22 total, right? 15 plus 5, no, 20 total. So that's 2 units, so I just need to disrupt 1 stack. Why not? Yeah. These guys are just holding this position. So let's disrupt them. That way I can advance with everybody else. Alright, so that's artillery. I don't have to worry about, I'm good with raids. So that's it. That's my turn. I feel good about that. I'm going to set all of this stuff that I pulled off. I'm just going to do that off camera, set it up there, and I'll figure out my points come morning. Well, I mean, I don't have... I'm going to be missing some divisions, or I'm not going to have the full division, right? So I don't know how many points I'm going to get. So let me pause here and let me figure this out, and then I'll be able to say on camera what exactly I'm going to get as far as replacement points. Alright, so I got my HQs, my tanks, my heavy weapons. I think I've actually lost all of my engineers from the 4th Division. That's pretty lousy. But here's what I have. Alright, so I've got the 223s right here. I pulled 3 of them off the HQ and 2 of the other ones. The 4th one is right here. I'm just going to go ahead and stack him with his buddies. And we'll put him in to the evening. I've got the 124s right here. They have their buddy here in the afternoon that I pulled off. So I'm just going to take him and put him with these guys. And then the hero and these 2 guys are 324s. Their HQ is our poor hit guy over here, so I'm not going to get any points for them just yet. I'm going to keep them off to the side over here just so I can signify that they don't have their leader. Now these 225s are pretty torn up because they've got, no, that's a 223 up here. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. 223, 223, 223, 123. I put the 123 with them. It's a 223. That's supposed to go with them. And then I've got this 123. He's got a buddy up here in the morning. And then I think the rest of his stack must be over here with the officer. Yeah, 123. And I got a 225 headquarters over there. And I got 2 123 units up there. So the 123s will stay separate. The 225s, I got one, my really badly hurt guy. I got this guy. And I got E25 here. And then their HQ is the officer hero. So he'll come out. I'm going to put that stack over there as well. Alright. I already took 2 points for the 2 stacks that were already in the evening phase. I'm not going to take another until next time around. I'll take I'll heal them up, and I'll add whatever points I get for the full divisions and full regiments and full whatever. And then subtract whatever points I need to heal from them. So I'm not going to do all the healing right now because I don't want to. I want to, try to finagle it so I don't go below the 14 14 replacement points and reduce my my catastrophic unit limit, which I still haven't taken a catastrophic. I almost took one. I got the one guy there that's got only one strength left, but I took him off, so he'll be okay. So I'm maintaining that. I've got my 2 fuller strength divisions out here. 5th is taking a couple of hits. 3rd is taking a couple of hits. I've got plenty of points to heal those up in the morning phase, but that should do it. All right, so that's the end of this turn. We'll see you again in the morning of February 26th, 1944.